Naomi said, I hear there's bread back in Bethlehem. I heard some news and a report that God has visited his people. Folks, the blessings of God will always, always be with the church of God. So you're either gonna kiss or you're gonna cleave. Cleave to this. I had to be transplanted. Surround myself with believers. Surround myself with folks that were not perfect. We had some issues. Over this 30-something years I've been living for God, we've had some issues. But I'm telling you, the people who walked away were the people who took their eyes off of Jesus. But I realized if I'm gonna make it, if I'm gonna overcome drugs and alcohol through the power of God, I have got to make this kind of commitment. This is it. This is it for me. So why is the book of Ruth, why is it even in the Bible? Why is it wedged in between the book of Judges and the book of 1 Samuel? Well, like I said, the last verse says they did everything, all the people thought to do everything that was right in their own eyes. And because, watch this, they did not have a king. The children of Israel needed a king to be able to bring truth and law and order to the nation of Israel, that would use the sword, as it were, law and order. And so Ruth was the beginning of God's deliverance for his people, because Ruth would eventually marry her kinsman redeemer. This will be next week's message, named Boaz. Boaz and Ruth would have a child whose name is Obed. Anybody want to name their kids Obed? Then Obed would have a son by the name of Jesse. Jesse would be the father of the greatest king of Israel by the name of David. Oh, hallelujah. Don't underestimate the power of relationships. This church is about relationships with one another, but also our relationship with God. And as such, we will see the power of God being manifested through Ruth. Ruth and Naomi went back to Israel with virtually nothing. $0, nothing to their name. She came back. They said, hey, Ruth, you're back after 10 years. Naomi, you're back after 10 years. You got nothing. She said, don't call me Naomi. Call me Mara, which means bitter. She probably said, Mara. I don't know how she said it. Bitter. Mara. Don't call me Naomi. Call me Mara. Because I'm bitter with life. That God would take this Ruth from rags to riches because of her commitment to her mother-in-law and a commitment to her God.